If coveting is a sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. The Dome, home to the Orange and Syracuse University. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Horned Frogs will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. It's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Guys, let's talk about Syracuse. You start the season top 25. Clearly, expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously, some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Hawkins. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he could see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Cook. There he goes. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Syracuse has a really nice drive going. They'll give it to Johnson. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Well, the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint. The Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one, too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12, wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on first down. Under fire. drags it into the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse.
And this offense gets on the board and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack is going to be hard to stop.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23.
7, TCU, 0.
And he's coming out of the end zone. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Ready to fire from the pistol. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
You cannot let that happen to you defensively. That is the definition of getting gashed. They didn't have one guy in their front seven even get a finger on that guy.
Tight end finds a soft spot. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, TCU!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Let's think a little bit about Syracuse. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, and they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. He'll set up to throw. Lets it fly. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking for room, it's Payne. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Horned Frogs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They want to run this quarterback. Runs for the tackle. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Quickly out to the tight end. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Quarterback just flat and missed it. Incomplete.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Cal is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Aaron Rodgers should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to BYU. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Lets it go. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
That's caught. It's Cook. At the 45 on his way. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. They've gotten this thing up and running fast, back and forth. We're inside a minute to play in the first. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And back to the air on second down. This time it's complete. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
That's the end of the first quarter.
Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second.
10, Syracuse 7.
First play of the period, first down here.
29 Philly.
Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles.
Touchdown, Cuse. Quick strike through the air for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking. You play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost the race.
Syracuse 14, TCU.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback.
Will take over first and 10.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
What a throw on first down in the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it first and 10 from just across the 50. Running it to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
On the play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Pulls it and fires to the left. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Makes the grab. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Wants to throw again. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They'll run play action. Fires to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
I think the QB wants that one done. You know, you're down here in the red zone, tighter areas, hard enough to fit it in, but definitely not wanting to fit it in against double coverage, and he misses, and probably a good miss, because that could have been worse.
A 3rd and long here. They can't pick up the first down without getting the touchdown. Caught in the backfield, it's Palmer. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
This defense really does a nice job playing with their eyes and pursuing the ball. They took away all of the quarterback's options down the field. When he finally checked it down, they rallied to him, made the tackle, now setting up 4th.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
TCU.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They march 79 yards on the drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
14.
Fielded in the end zone. It's James. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Drive going from the 17. Might be changing the route. Starts a drive trying to go up top. The short hands, it's Johnson. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. The handoff to Johnson. Across the 45. That gives him 54 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
Grabbed behind the line, it's McFadden. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it for... down at the 42.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the starter.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Baker. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. The give to the tailback. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet. But if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse. And they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one. And I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys.
Turning it on! He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Baker. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Tight end now in motion. Back to throw. It's Hoover. Got him downfield. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And the Horned Frogs have it with a first and goal. On the option. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Catch inside the 30 and still running. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Cook. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up. Incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And I like the alertness by this defense. 1st and goal, usually a running type situation. They were ready for the pass, broke on the football, and that could have been a huge play for this defense.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. Down to a 1-possession game, 24-17. That's going to wrap up the first half. Here and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. And he's not going to take the touchback. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Got his man downfield. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Man, the receiver right now is just living rent-free in that cornerback's head. Early in the game, caught a bunch of in-breaking routes. Now he catches the corner route. He can run the entire route tree, and right now, he's just running wild.
Turns it on down the left side. He's at the and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
31, Syracuse, 17.
He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Might be calling a hot route. They'll try the toss to the left. Breaks into the open. Got the first down and more. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Man, you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. He's at the 30. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Running the red zone. It's Payne. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He'll do it himself on the draw. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Well, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. The screen. He's got wheels. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. That is no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead in 14.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air on first down. Quick strike complete. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Basic connection. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Use the play fake, now to throw. Sends it downfield. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Takes it the other way. He's at the 20. Touchdown, TCU! The defense gets it done with a huge interception return.
Number 28.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. East Carolina is just getting blown off the field right now. And like him or hate him, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 21 to LSU. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, But after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him.
He tries to take the top off. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Unloads to the wideout. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position. This offense has it with really good field position. The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Here comes the option. They go to the ground. There he goes. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Back to pass, it's Hoover. He caught it. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw.
Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And after starting the season 0-1, they knew they needed more from their offense in this game. You just had to find ways to make more explosive plays, and that's what they've been able to do. They've executed at a tremendous level. I really like the quarterback play and the leadership that he's showing, and because of that, they look like they're going to get back to 500. Let's see where this team can go.
TCU 45, Syracuse 17.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hawkins. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Going right to work up top. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Cook. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Got it behind the line. It's Cook. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play.
As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one.
Syracuse 17.
So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but is not able to get to the first down marker.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone.
Okay, I guess that wasn't PI. I guess.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. Way too much grabbing and tugging there. The offense will take advantage of the penalty. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. They just keep firing. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Hawkins. The change will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Orange.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And he tags on the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Unloads it left.
Brother, I don't know what to fucking do in that situation, bro. It just like cover 3 don't work, bro.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Coming out with it, it's Hawkins. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Weeks like this aren't tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a make. He's got it along the sideline. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up first and 10 from the 48. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Trying to take it back. He's at the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Got some room headed to the goal line. He almost
There's 2 o'clock.
pushed it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
The Horned Frogs trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 1st down. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. And the defense is just about out of room to defend. They are backed up right on the doorstep. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Penn State is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up by 18 over the Cougars. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Leaves it with the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They thought maybe they could get the defense flowing the wrong way on the counter. Not fooled.
Get them flowing one way and then maybe hit that outside on the other side, right? But they didn't even let it get outside. They kept it right in the middle of the field, did a great job seeing it, going and getting it, being aggressive. You got to find a different way maybe to attack these guys, to use their speed against them.
Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones.
And gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the 4th quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
Takes a hit as he